everyone, and welcome back to my channel. You might notice, if you've been around here for a while, that I am filming in a new setup. And I am so excited about this for a few reasons, one of which is that I am so sick of filming in front of a white wall. I've always wanted a cute little background for my YouTube videos, and it's taken a while for me to figure out where in my home I could set it up and how I wanted it to look. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the behind the scenes of how I set up my little makeup corner in here. But I've also had several requests from people to see my makeup collection, my storage, and how I organize everything. And I have wanted to film that video for you, but to be honest, I've been a little bit embarrassed for a couple of reasons. One, my makeup collection is larger than I'm comfortable with, and I don't love the idea of showing you all how much makeup I actually have because I'm a little embarrassed by it. And two, because I've never really had a good system. I'm working with pretty limited space, and I've kind of had stuff stashed in multiple spaces around my home, and I haven't had a nice organized makeup collection to be able to share with you. So in today's video, you are going to see my mess, you are going to see all of my makeup, you're going to see my process, me taking everything off of my desk and out of my drawers and cleaning it all and putting it back together in a way that is hopefully going to be more functional for me, more organized and nicer to look at, but also to make filming in my cozy little filming corner even more cozy and even more fun, so that I feel more inspired to come in here and film and less of a sense of dread about how messy everything is and not being able to find things. So, no judgment zone. I'm showing you the true behind the scenes of how bad this really is. But hopefully you enjoy seeing a little makeup collection tour and my organization of all of my makeup. So if you're interested in seeing the makeup in my collection, or you're into like cleaning, organization, decluttering, those sorts of things, hopefully you'll stick around, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so here is the cutie little filming setup I've come up with. So cute, right? I've got like my candle warmer, some pretty books, a plant, my cozy blanket. But as we zoom out, this is currently what my desk looks like. It is a disaster, is basically how I would put it. So I'm going to work on this today, work on getting things nice and neat and organized, and getting my makeup where I can find it, and moving all of this useless junk off of my desk. So that's what we're doing today, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. This is a box of craft supplies that are really nice, like art supplies that, to be fair, I honestly don't use very much, but I typically use it as like a tripod for my laptop when I'm in Zoom meetings and stuff, so that I'm not hunching down over my laptop and my laptop is lifted a bit. But I have a specific device for that purpose. Hold on. My husband and I ordered these during COVID. It's like your laptop slides in here and it's at like a platform, nice height, so that you're not hunching over. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove the box of crafts and put it somewhere else, and I'm going to just keep this weird looking unaesthetic contraption in a place where I can grab it if I feel like I want it for Zoom meetings, but it doesn't have to live on my desk all the time. So my first goal is going to be to clear the surface of the desk so that I can clean it. So I'll do a little time lapse of that, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, I grabbed a towel for this part because I think it's perfectly acceptable to have pens on your desk, but maybe just not this many pens. So I'm gonna go through and fill up, I think, this one container, and everything else I'm gonna find another home for because I'm just tired of having like thousands and thousands of pens. And then I'm gonna do the same with my makeup brushes because I have way too many makeup brushes out. Most of these need to be cleaned anyway. So I'm gonna separate out the ones that are really, really dirty and wash those. And just make sure that I'm keeping my makeup brushes that I have out on my desk to kind of a minimum. So let's start with the pens. Okay, so I managed to get my writing utensils down to a not very aesthetic, but at least functional and minimized version of what it was. Ballpoint pens, highlighters, pencils. Yes, I still do use like classic wooden number 2 pencils sometimes, don't judge me. And inking pens or like black markers. So we're gonna put that over here, and now I'm gonna go through and figure out what I want to do with these makeup brushes. I also have, oh, would you look at that, another writing pen. I've also got like eyeliners in here, so I'm gonna try to figure out another place for my eyeliners to go, and or at least just put them in a spot all by themselves, and separate out all the dirty brushes so that I can wash those today. Okay, so clean brushes are done. Dirty brushes are out. I've got lots of brushes to wash today. And then these are all my eyeliners in this mug. I'm actually gonna leave them in here for now because I'm gonna be reorganizing my makeup drawers, and I might have a spot for these after that happens. So I'm just gonna leave them in here for now and see if I can find a spot for them in my drawers. I also cleaned my little makeup mirror. This is just a cheapy one from, I think, Target. So that'll be ready to go. And I'll just clean off my little coaster from, I think, Anthropologie that I put my drink on because I don't like to put my drink on here just in case it leaves a ring. Which leaves me with an empty mason jar that can go back into the kitchen and a nice clean tabletop. Now there is a drawer under this desk, so I'm gonna have to clean that as phase 2 of this, and then phase 3 is going to be the makeup drawers themselves. Okay, I forgot to film before I started to do this, but I'm actually starting with the bottom first of my makeup drawers. I had quite a few of my palettes in here. You can see I've moved them all into a lovely pile in the floor. Ignore those eyelashes. But I did have all of my palettes in another storage container that's not very cute or aesthetic, and I was keeping it in my closet. But I also have this set of wicker drawers that I was keeping my skincare in. So I just emptied all of these and put my skincare in the less aesthetic storage because I feel like it makes more sense to have my palettes behind me when I film so that I can just be reaching for them. And I feel like this wicker set of drawers is actually pretty cute. By the way, I'll try and link anything that I'm mentioning in the video, but a lot of my furniture is super old. Like this I've had at least since college, if not longer, so I probably won't be able to find it anymore. But the goal is to try to fit all of my palettes into this little drawer setup. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. And I also want to think too about how I should organize this. Like previously I had my palettes just organized alphabetically, but part of me kind of wants to organize them based on the palettes that I use the most. So like I would put my favorite palettes up here, but then does that mean that the rest of my palettes are going to get neglected? I just don't know. So maybe for the purposes of organization when filming, I will try to do alphabetical and then we'll see how it goes. I mean alphabetical in terms of brands, by the way, not in terms of the name of the palette, because that would just be way too hard for my brain. Okay, so first drawer, I've got my ABH palettes, my one Ace Beauté palette, my Beauty Bay palettes, and my BH Cosmetics palettes. I'm hoping I don't have to stuff any more in here, but let's see how many I can fit in the second drawer. Okay, I got C, so I got Ciate, ColourPop, Dominique Cosmetics, e.l.f., Glamlight, Glaminatrix, Hamish, Huda, Kaleidos, Lunar Beauty, Lisa Eldridge, Melt, Milani, and MAC in here. So C through most of M. I'm gonna have to move down another notch to fit my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I still have a lot of palettes to fit in here, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, I got it all in there. Hopefully it'll close. Yes. So we did it. All of my palettes fit in this little drawer compartment. Is it the best, most organized solution? No. Is it functional? For the most part. I just do not have a lot of space. I don't have a lot of storage, and I just wanted my palettes to be, at the very least, somewhat organized, but mainly just convenient for me to reach for. So I think until I can come up with a better solution, this is gonna work for now. But the good news is that now that those palettes are moved out, I freed up an entire drawer of space in my makeup drawers, which are, they're so bad. Like, I don't even think you guys are prepared for what you're about to see. I told you, it is a catastrophe. So we are gonna take everything out and reorganize. Found another palette. Okay, so drawer is all cleaned out. I think I'm gonna try to put this in order of application. So I'm gonna start with my primers. I have these like little basket things. They're super cheap and old and broken. I think they were from like the dollar store. One day I'd like to upgrade them, but for now they're what I have. So I'm gonna try to put my primers in there, unless I feel like they could stand up and the drawer still close. Okay, so that's also an option, to stand some things up as well. I think for now I'm just gonna lay them down in the divider because I can't deal with standing them up and then them constantly falling. So I'm just gonna get all my primers together. This one I haven't even opened yet. So I have like some little samples of primers. Like, I'm good on the primer. Priming oils. How much primer does one person need? I do like to keep the oil standing up just because I don't want oil like spilling in my drawer. But okay, that's all my primers. Is it aesthetic? No, but that's just what it's gonna look like. At least, oh, I just found another one. At least all my primers are gonna be in one spot. Let's look now at foundations. I have a lot. These are some cushion foundations that I haven't even opened to try yet, so I'm gonna put them over to the side here, along with a backup of my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder. As I'm going through this, I'm actually gonna declutter this Wander Beauty Duelist Concealer. It's really nice, but it just, I think, has gone bad because I've had it for so long, and I think Wander Beauty is a clean brand. It smells the same way that the Kosas concealer does when it goes bad, so I'm thinking this one just needs to be thrown out. Okay, I feel like I have more powders than this, but I think maybe I put them in my makeup bag. I also, if you're like, I'm not seeing the products that she uses a lot. I do have a makeup bag that I just keep with like a full face of stuff for if I need to do my makeup in the car or whatever. So if you feel like you're missing products, that's probably where they are. So yeah, but I really don't have that many powders. I do, however, have an abundance of setting sprays. So yeah, I've got quite a few setting sprays to work through here. That's gonna drive me crazy. I think I'm just gonna let that one lay down. Will these hit the top of the drawer? Yes, that's gonna drive me crazy. So I'm gonna find a way to lay these down as well. And then this is my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's kind of a primer, kind of a moisturizer. So I just kind of put it there. And I think I'm also gonna put a lip balm in here because I like to use a lip balm when I'm getting ready. This is the By Terry Baume de Rose, so I'm just gonna put that in its little spot right here. And then I think that's it for primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and setting spray. So we are going to move to the next drawer, which currently has all of my cheek and lip products. So let me just give you the full effect of what a nightmare this drawer is. Yeah, I gotta take everything out of here. Okay, so I think the easiest thing to do is going to be to fill up another one of my little random containers here and do the rest of my eye stuff that's not eyeshadow palettes. So like eyeliners, single shadows, mascaras, that kind of thing. And then maybe also cheeks in this drawer, or at least some of the cheek stuff in this drawer. These are all of my eyeliners, so I'm just going to kind of put them in here together. And that way they won't have to be in a mug on my desk. I can just reach into this drawer and they all fit perfectly. Okay, so we've got eyeliners, like I said. I've got eyeshadow sticks. I've got liquid eyeshadows, ColourPop Super Shock type singles, glitter eyeshadows back here, and then a couple of brow things here because I just didn't really know where to put them. So my e.l.f. Soap Brow and my e.l.f. Brow Lift can just live right there. I've got quite a few cheek palettes, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna kind of stack these in there, and then I'll try to put some singles into one of these. Okay, my camera ran out of charge, so I kind of had to forge ahead here, but what I ended up doing was kind of stacking my face palettes over here. I ended up putting these lashes here just because I don't really have anywhere else to put them. So they are next to the eye stuff if I ever want to play with some lashes. This little compartment is all of my blushes. So I have all the powder blushes on one side and the cream and liquid blushes on another. And then this basket back here has my bronzers, both cream and powder back here, and my highlighters, cream, powder, and liquid here. So this is kind of a busy and full drawer, but at least it's better than it was, and things are grouped into their product categories. For my lip drawer, I kind of ran out of compartments to put things in, like little containers. So I'll start over here because I did try to organize the one container that I did have. So I've got lip liners over here. These are liquid lipsticks. Back here are bullet lipsticks, and this is bullet lipsticks as well. And then back here are like tinted lip balm type products. And then for the lip glosses, I just decided to lay them down in there because I was out of ideas and out of energy. So at least I can see everything, and it does look better than it did. So there is a plus there, but this is just reminding me once again how much makeup I have and that I don't need anything, like anything at all. So that is it on the makeup drawers. I also organized this little drawer here. It's kind of boring, but I will talk about it anyway. I just decided to keep it very functional, and it's not very aesthetic, but at least it's functional. So I just have like a pad of paper if I ever need to grab and make some notes quickly. Some little post-it flag things because I reach for these all the time, and a flash drive because I always lose this, so it's nice for me to have a spot where I know it is. My camera stuff is all kind of similarly little and easy to lose, so I ended up just putting it here so that I always know where it is. I have my mouse, some cuticle oil because I like to put cuticle oil on at my desk, and then my planner. So that is this little drawer that was full of junk previously. At least it's all now clean and somewhat tidy. And then I decided to make a little basket with my everyday makeup bag. So this is the makeup bag I was referring to earlier. It's just what I keep an everyday full face in for if I need to grab it quickly on the go. And then also in this basket, I put everything that I'm currently panning. So the blushes for my blush roulette project and the eyeshadow palettes that I'm panning this year. And I can just tuck that right back into here. I need to take that tag off, but Yeah, this little basket was $5 at the Target dollar section, if you're wondering. And all of the eyeshadows are in here, as you saw. Just to quickly talk through the things in the background of my filming setup, if anyone's interested. This is a faux plant from Target. My candle warmer is also from Target. These are my collection of Penguin cloth-bound classic books. And then this is the perfume that I'm currently panning. So I just put that up here because it'll remind me to use it, but it also looks pretty. And this is my little filming corner. So this is where you will see me filming from for hopefully the foreseeable future. And I'm really excited about it because I haven't had a dedicated filming corner with like a cute background and stuff. And here is the view of my desk, all neat and tidy and organized and ready to go. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling way more inspired to come in here. I was really dreading coming in here because everything was such a mess. So hopefully I will feel more inspired to come in here now and film. It's got a nice, relaxing, cozy vibe, and all of my makeup is organized and where I can find it. So I hope this was entertaining at the very least. Lots of you have asked how I store my makeup, and now you know how I'm going to be storing it. So that is our task complete. Okay, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. Thank you for not judging me. I am not an organized person by nature. It takes a lot of mental energy for me to organize, but hopefully this system will be more functional for me and I will be able to keep things organized because this is now my favorite part of my house. It is my sacred little Zen corner and I love it. So I'm gonna try to maintain it and keep it that way. Honestly, I would love to hear from you if you have any good tips about organizing and storing makeup. Let me know in the comments down below. I know many of you are way more organized than I am, so I would love to hear from you. But please, please, please give this video a like if you liked it. This is a little bit different for me on my channel, and it's also putting me a little bit out of my comfort zone. And if you are new to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe. I have a secret goal in the back of my head to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is December 19th. I haven't actually spoken that goal out loud yet, but now that I have, here's to hoping that I can hit 1,000 subscribers by then. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope to see you in my next video with a nicer backdrop. That sounds good. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.